Hello Indie Warriors and welcome to I Dream of Indie Games. My name is Gamer Joe, here to bring you 20 brand new indie releases for the week of November 4th through the 8th of 2024. As always, thank you so much for supporting independent content here at the channel. Be sure to like and subscribe so we can continue to make it, and also head over to patreon.com/idreamofindiegames to gain Discord access, this show early and ad-free. So much more content over there. Your new indie gaming community is waiting for you. Alright, with no indie sponsor this week, let's get right into the list. And you know, while I do so much typing on a daily basis that I kinda get tired of it, I like the occasional typing video game, believe it or not. Who remembers Typing of the Dead as one example? That's a great game. Anyways, there's no zombies to type against in touch-type tail strategic typing, but it does feature a delightful storybook aesthetic. Take on a variety of challenges and be prepared to use that old noggin of yours, because your typing skills won't be enough to get you through this one. This unique indie will have you building up epic armies along with a town of your own in an effort to take down your enemy's village. You'll control everything from golems to archers while also mining for cash. The game also features various forms of combat, all controlled with your keyboard alone. So get those typing fingers ready for when this one launches on the 4th. Oh, and there's online multiplayer too. Now, I don't know about you, but I've got the munchies. How about taking a bite out of Munch, also launching on the 4th? This action roguelike comes equipped with an intense heavy metal theme. Your goal? Eat everything in sight and grow stronger in order to turn into a unique monster. There are 12 different monsters to evolve into in total, so I hope you've brought your appetite for destruction. This single-player adventure will feature real-time combat, with the developers citing inspirations such as Curse of the Dead Gods and Hades. Now those are some great games to be inspired by if you ask me. So get ready to take control of Ozzy and become the ultimate devourer. Munch looks delectable if I do say so myself. If you want to give it a spin for yourself, check out the free demo. Another week, another survival game. Next on our list is If Sun Sets, coming to us from Polymorph and Smilegate. Get ready to gather resources and create a sturdy base that can protect you from creatures of the night. If Sun Sets will begin in early access and takes place on the island of Luminora, said to host many secrets. This island has quite the history, but beware of the dark. Yes, nightfall is your enemy, which kinda makes sense given the title of the game. Explore by the day and survive by night, battling off your foes in hopes of living to see another day. Don't let the sun set on this release and toss it on your wish list, or jump into early access, also on the 4th. Alright, taking place in the Lost Eidolons universe, our next release comes to us from Ocean Drive Studio. This is the roguelike tactical game Lost Eidolons Veil of the Witch, heading into early access. Apparently islands are the theme this week, as this game also takes place on one. Recruit a team of mighty warriors, select devastating moves to use in battle, and survive grid-based encounters. Fight like your life depends on it. You must defeat evil creatures known as the Fallen, and in order to do so, you'll need to use everything in your inventory. There is a wide assortment of weapons in this release, along with choice-driven random encounters to keep you on your toes, so prepare yourself. Now it's time to put your skills to the test in Skill Legends Royale, a free-to-play release. I know how some of you feel about free-to-play games, but maybe don't write this one off, eh? A PvP strategy game, Skill Legends Royale also features roguelike elements, along with auto chess. Heroes will go at each other in epic auto battles, so equip them wisely. There are 12 different archetypes to choose between, with the promise of more to be added. These archetypes can also be mixed together to create unique combinations. On top of that, there is a seemingly endless slew of treasures to unlock, along with 30 different heroes. Now that's a heck of a value for the price of $0, am I right? The Metal Slug franchise is back, but maybe not how you remember it. Time to get out your rocket launcher, because Metal Slug Tactics is bringing intense grid-based tactical combat from an isometric viewpoint. Take control of your favorite characters from this legendary run-and-gun series and experience the world of Metal Slug like never before. Featuring a roguelike gameplay loop, expect to gain new weapons and abilities on each run through a variety of regions. Movement is the key here, as the game encourages you to move as much as possible in order to gain momentum. If you love the Metal Slug series and tactical games, this will be a match made in heaven. And be sure to check back for our full review right here at I Dream of Indie Games. Shape Hero Factory is our next indie release on the docket, a game that looks to combine a variety of different genres. It is described as a factory sim meets tower defense meets roguelite experience. Your goal is to put together shapes to create the Earth's mightiest heroes. Wait, wasn't that the Avengers? Anyways, you're in charge of the factory, so get to it! The tower defense is said to be wave-based, and you won't have complete control over the heroes that you collect. All you have to focus on is the factory itself and keeping up with production. Enemies are going to continually grow stronger too, so hang in there. Can you survive to meet the Great Calamity? Find out soon. And now for our weekly City Builder segment. Here is Thrive Heavy Lies the Crown. Hey, don't look at me folks, these games are popular and someone's following them. Comment below, do you enjoy City Builders? Anyways, Thrive seems to be a rather complicated game as far as this genre goes. It features RTS combat. Not only that, you'll need to make crucial choices. The game can be enjoyed in single player if you so wish, but also allows for up to 4 players in multiplayer action. While I'm not a big city builder guy myself, it can't be denied that this release looks very ambitious. So prepare yourself and get ready to conquer the lands. See if you can survive on the 6th of November. Let's next enter the world of Mirthwood, an RPG life sim that is coming to us from Bad Ridge Games. This massive sandbox is yours to play in, but play carefully, my dear friends. Find your own piece of land to settle into and tend to crops, take care of animals, and of course do plenty of trading and crafting along the way. The hand-drawn art is pretty nice looking, I have to say, and there are 6 different regions for players to explore that should all have a distinct look and feel of their own. That's not all, as Mirthwood also features real-time combat as you go about your quests, though hopefully you'll be making more friends and less enemies across your adventures. Sounds ambitious, but we love ambition here at I Dream of Indie Games. Mirthwood can be yours on the 6th. They say one man's trash can be another's treasure, right? Well, hopefully Trash Goblin is a treasure to add to your indie gaming library. This eagerly anticipated indie will begin its journey into early access on the 6th, and I have to say, it looks great. There are feel-good vibes all over Trash Goblin, as you will be in charge of your very own shop where you'll spruce up lost items and then try to flip them for a profit. The better your business does, the more improvements you can make to your shop. Players can look forward to fixing up over 50 different trinkets while using 8 different tools. You'll have plenty of quests as well that should keep you busy through the early access period and beyond. I like this spin on the genre and can't wait to try Trash Goblin for myself. Now this is the part of the show where I have to admit something to you all. I am terrified of roller coasters. I think part of the problem is I have pretty terrible motion sickness, so they never quite agree with me. Building them in a video game though, that sounds kind of fun. Looks like I'll get my opportunity when Planet Coaster 2 launches this week. The follow-up to the wildly popular original game, Planet Coaster 2 looks to add more of everything. You'll be in charge of managing all aspects of a park, create amazing new coasters, and even add water parks. This sequel is going for a great sense of realism, allowing players to tweak and customize just about anything they can dream of. You'll need to ensure your guests are happy too, of course. With amazing visuals on top of that, get ready to make your PC sweat when Planet Coaster 2 drops on the 6th. And yes, this time you can create with a friend. Now we have an MMORPG with point-and-click elements called Brighter Shores. Join the Guard and work your way up the ranks in a world of magic and mysticism. Choose between many different professions and do battle against massive enemies. The adventure will be ongoing as well, with new episodes continually being added during the early access period. Even without those episodes, there should be no shortage of things to do from the get-go. Outside of the main quest, there will be side quests for you to gain additional experience on, and even learn more about the world. If that still isn't enough, a premium pass will be available, unlocking even more content. Sounds like Brighter Shores has a bright future indeed. Point and click your way through hours of fun this week when it releases. Turtle Power is invading the PC. Having previously released on the Nintendo Switch, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Splintered Fate will now be made available for PC gamers to enjoy. This time the Turtles find themselves in more of a roguelike structure, and of course, co-op is available both online and locally. Gotta have that in a Turtles game. Master Splinter has been captured, and now you'll need to battle the Foot Clan to save him. In traditional roguelike fashion, each run will feel different from the last. There will be tons of upgrades, with all 4 turtles having different powers. So get ready to shell out some cash, hell yeah! The PC version is also going to feature new balancing updates alongside performance improvements, making this the definitive way to play. Football fans, time to suit up for the early access release of Maximum Football. Hike, hike! Maximum Football is naturally a football simulation game. Create and name a team, choose which players to add to your roster, and compete either locally or online. This free-to-play release features highly realistic physics that will make you feel like you're watching the game on TV. You're the coach, so get ready to call the plays and take the blame if things go wrong. With so much that can be customized, Maximum Football sounds like a nice alternative for people who are sick and tired of rehashed Madden games year after year. Get yourself a first down or score a touchdown when the game releases on the 7th. From the mind of Joe Richardson, who brought us 4 Last Things and the Procession to Calvary, comes Death of the Reprobate, another hilarious-looking point-and-click adventure that features incredible Renaissance-era art. It's not just the art, though, as the music will also be classically themed, fitting the theme of the game perfectly. And while the game takes place in the same world as the previous 2 releases, new players can jump into this one without fear of missing out on any of the original story beats. I greatly enjoyed The Procession to Calvary myself. It's one of the first reviews we ever did on this channel, and I'm personally looking forward to even more over-the-top hilarity and antics when this one releases. It'll be out on the 7th. It's back! The popular Goat Simulator returns in this remastered version of the original release. Talk about a strange remaster, but I ain't complaining because these games are really fun. What can you expect to be remastered exactly with Goat Simulator? Well, the graphics will be improved and every piece of DLC content that was ever released for the game will be included in this package from the get-go. But don't worry, the janky charm of Goat Simulator will remain. In fact, the developers are saying that players can expect even more bugs that will break the game in hilarious ways. Prepare yourself for the return of the goat. You can nab it also on the 7th. Yum, did someone say picnic? I hope so, because that usually means food is involved. Alright, moving right along, we now turn our attention to a roguelike third-person co-op shooter. This is Atomic Picnic. It will be coming to us from Bit Cake Studio and Mad Mushroom. Gotta say that cartoony visuals and bright colors are eye-catching on this release. Battle your way through arenas accompanied by up to 4 friends and defeat waves of enemies together. There's an upgrade system here too, and of course tons of different weapons to utilize. No run will be the same as usual with a roguelike, and the addition of air gear will really change up the gameplay wildly. This sounds like one picnic that's worth attending. Another staple of our weekly releases, it's a train game. Unrailed 2 Back on Track has players once again working together to build tracks all while a train is running. Ugh! This could get ugly in a hurry, so stay on your toes. Worlds are also procedurally generated, meaning you'll constantly be facing a new challenge. Your success will be rewarded, however, as you gain more upgrades, mods, and engines for your trains. With so many different ways to build, you can expect endless hours of fun. So get on the right track, train lovers, and grab Unrailed 2 on the 7th. The ants go marching one by one, they say. Empire of the Ants is a new RTS release that features insane-looking visuals. Take control of an assortment of ants and win epic battles. There's a sentence you don't hear every day. This tactical strategy game will have you fighting for freedom and attempting to conquer various areas of the map. There are a variety of different legions to select between, with a customizable nest that can be improved the more you play. While it may seem unusual, Empire of the Ants looks like an engaging RTS experience, and its unique theme should set it apart from other games within the genre. I won't bug you too much, but you should at least consider adding Empire of the Ants to your wishlist. Woo! Have you been itching to dive back into the world of Chicken Police? I gotta pull you over for a second then, because it is time for Chicken Police Into the Hive, a follow-up to the original, which will also be releasing this week. The game looks pretty similar to the last, but that's not a bad thing, it was a good game. The noir setting mixed with realistic-looking animals appears as funny and delightful as ever. There are mysteries to solve, so prepare to interrogate suspicious characters and gather clues. Players can look forward to over 35 new locations, 30 characters, and tons of side quests. If you're feeling especially bold, check out the Technicolor mode. Crack the case on the 7th, and we hope you found the next indie to enjoy and add to your library, or at least to your wish list. As always, thank you so much for supporting independent content, and keep it locked here to I Dream of Indie Games for all the latest reviews, gameplay impressions, and so much more. See you soon!